So it's the weekend fixtures. 8 games on the Saturday and 2 games on the Sunday. Today I'm going to go through my predictions of all the weekend's games. Starting off with Watford versus Tottenham. Watford are coming into a lot of form now. And Tottenham, they're still floating about, but you know what? It's so good to watch them lose and here and there. Of course. I'm going to go with a 2-1 win to Watford. Big improvement. Watford have been bringing. Big improvement. Out of relegation now. Out of the relegation. It's a big improvement. That win against Bournemouth at the weekend, just gone. Big improvement, Watford. And I believe they will pick up a 2-1 win against Tottenham. Come on, Watford. The next game is Arsenal versus Sheffield United. I've already put it in one of my previews before. I'm going to go with a 3-0 win for Arsenal. Big improvement since Mikel Arteta took over. So, of course, I'm going to go with a 3-0 win for the Gunners. Next game is Brighton versus Villa. Now, Brighton had that 1-0 defeat against Everton last weekend. And Villa, I know it was against Man City, but 6-1 at home. Whew, not good, is it? And they're now into the relegation. But I'm going to go with a 2-1 win for Brighton. Next game is Man City versus Crystal Palace. Now, Palace played Arsenal at the weekend just gone, and they picked up a 1-1 result. Man City, now, they beat Villa 6-1. Aguero's coming into form. They even can rest like De Bruyne with like 60 minutes gone because they thought the league's gone for them. They know the league's gone for them. But maybe you might start seeing teams getting absolutely destroyed now because the pressure's off them to go and win the league. So good luck to anyone who's going to be playing Man City in the next couple of weeks, months, whatever. Even when we got to go to the Etihad. But I'm going to go with a 4-1 win for Manchester City. The next game after that is Norwich versus Bournemouth. Both teams in a relegation. Bournemouth looking like they could go down this year. I know they spent 5 years in the Premier League, but this is the worst I've seen Bournemouth at this latter stage of the season. I know we're into January, there's a long way to go, but Bournemouth should be picking up points against teams around it, and they're not doing that at the moment. Norwich are rock bottom of the Premier League. They got thumped last week by Man United 4-0. But I'm going to go with a tight game. I'm going to go with a 1-0 win for Norwich. Next game is Southampton versus Wolves. Now, Southampton, who got thumped 9-0 by Leicester at home a few months back, go to Leicester and shock everyone. Definitely shock me. And pick up a 2-1 win against Leicester. Oh, no one was expecting that. I'm going to say I'm going to say Southampton. Southampton win this game, but I think it's going to be a high scoring game. I'm going to go with a 3-2 win for Southampton. Moving on to West Ham versus Everton. David Moyes has come back in. He's changed it a bit. Everton, new manager Ancelotti, they seem to be kind of creeping back up the table as well. So 2 new managers coming to the team. I'm going to go with a draw here. I'm going to go with 1-1. Then we got the half-5 kickoff of Newcastle versus Chelsea. Now Newcastle, they have little patches where they win these games and then they go back down to reality. Chelsea the same. They win these games away from home, Tottenham, Arsenal, and then they get beaten at home to the smaller clubs, I should say. I'm going to go with another draw here. I'm going to go with 2-2. Then we move on to the Sunday games. And the Sunday games, you've got Burnley versus Leicester. Will Leicester bounce back after that shock defeat against Southampton at home? And Burnley need to start picking up points, even though they're still mid sort of table as it is. I'm going to go with a 2-1 win to Leicester. Then we move on to the last game of the weekend. Liverpool versus Manchester United. Now, these two clubs, we all know, have got the most titles in English football. Man United back in the 90s, the early noughties, creeping up to catch Liverpool, and now they've overtaken them. But the tide's changed now. Liverpool are the biggest club in England at the moment, dominating the Premier League this season, and Man United floating around here and there, 6th, 7th, 8th, 5th, all that sort of stuff. They've been kind of like back and forward the way the season's going, but Liverpool have been so consistent. The only game they've drawn this season was against Manchester United at Old Trafford. So is it going to be a tight game? To me, I don't think it will be. Liverpool are too strong. I'm going to go with a 3-0 win to Liverpool. So there's my weekend predictions for all Premier League games. Let me know if you would change anything. Let me know about your club. What you believe your club will win. Or will they kind of win? Will they pick up any points? Let me know who you follow. And let me know what you believe all predictions for all this weekend's games will be as well.